Good evening, everyone. It's your girl Manina back with another episode of the Sip and Chat. So tonight I will have author Stacey Fenner. She'll be joining me shortly. So while she is waiting to come on, I'm going to give you some quick updates on what's going on with Legacy BookBar. So if you've been following us on social media, you'll know we have an amazing event coming April the 3rd. So, Legacy Book Bar and partnered with Divine Legacy Publishing, Mocha Memoirs Press, and Kumba Publishing, we are hosting a Discovering Your Publishing Path webinar. So this is for aspiring and established writers. So if you want to hear the nitty-gritty of the publishing world from three of the best Black-owned publishing companies, this is the webinar to be at. So you're going to want to make sure that you are there. I'm pretty sure you've seen the flyers on our website. So you can register an RSVP. Our ticket prices are $75, and that $75 is going to come with a virtual workbook and some amazing swag gifts. So you're going to want to make sure you're there. And why? Because those swag gifts, of course, you're getting all of the knowledge that you can get in this webinar, and you're going to get the first 5 people that sign up get the first 500 words of their book edited for free by the publisher of Mocha Memoirs Press. We are getting, Kumba Publishing is offering free book covers for your book for the first 5 people that sign up. And we are doing, writing coaching with Divine Legacy Publishing. So you are going to want to make sure that you are within the first five people to sign up, and you are going to want to make sure that you get all of the perks of being with this webinar. So don't forget, you can go to www.legacybookbar.com, go to our events page, and go to Discovering Your Publishing Path webinar. Sign up today at $75, and you are going to get an amazing event by some of the best in the business. Join me in welcoming author Stacey Fenner to the broadcast.
Hey.
Hey, darling, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am hanging in there in this crazy COVID world of craziness.
Oh, yes, indeed. Who would have ever thought we've still been dealing with this?
When we heard about it last year, okay, a couple of weeks, they'll get this back on track and we'll get back to our normal. We are fast coming up on 1 year in this crazy pandemic right now.
Exactly.
Who would have known? I don't think anybody. So I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know.
It has. What have you been up to?
Nothing. Writing, working, still filming. So.
Okay. All right.
I've been busy. I really have. I've been staying busy.
Okay. Well, that's good. Busy is always good. And then busy seems to always turn into a legacy favor, because then some fire books wind up coming our way. And we're like, she has some time on her hands. And we are always excited about that.
Yeah, I have a couple I'm going to drop and probably by the end of this month and beginning of March. Yeah.
Okay. So for those that follow Legacy Book Bar and has been to our website and to our urban fiction section, you have seen quite a few book titles by Miss Stacey Fenner. You have the New Haven series that's on there. You have Commandments of a Female Hustler. You have, Love Don't Love Me 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So it's some fire series. I actually just put one of your books in the mail today. Actually,
did you?
It's right here. It's got to go out tomorrow. That very rarely happens here, but I always say you never know what's going to happen on an episode of Sip and Chat, and it just so happened I got an order for you as I was in the post office doing another order, and I was like, well.
Oh, tell them thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the support.
Yes, this customer, she is definitely a fan favorite of Legacy. She has been to at least 2 of the pop-ups here in Baltimore. So she just got what did she get? Toxic Love Affair.
Okay.
She has book 3. She did Love Don't Love Me 1 and 2.
Wow. Okay.
She did New Haven, all 3 series. I think she bought that at one time, and now she's like, so what's next? I'm like, sis, you didn't bought everything. Like, you're gonna have to try
4 and 5. I gotta get you stocked with 4 and 5.
Yeah, so right now,
the order today for the commandments, girl.
Okay. So if you're listening, guys, New Haven Ratchet Business. I originally had books 1, 2, and 3, and was like, ooh, 3-book series until Miss Stacey said, ooh, by the way, right? I got books 4 and 5. I'm gonna drop them off at your house. Those kind of text messages, you'd be like, what? Okay. So actually, I will be back at White Marsh Mall next Saturday, and they will be able to get it. I have enough to do a 5-book bundle set. So for whoever is going to be at the mall next Saturday and wants to come out and support, you can get a 5-book series next Saturday. I'll be hopefully still in front of Bath and Body Works, and you'll be able to purchase New Haven Ratchet Business books 1 through 5 by tonight with Stacey Fenner. So who knew? There we go. See, I love it every day, every week. So we got a couple of people that have made some comments. We have our resident mama, Miss Karen. She said, hello, ladies, and hello, Stacey. And then we have Savannah Fox Champ. She said, hey, Stacey.
Yeah, she plays in my series, Commandments of a Female Hustler.
Gotcha. So this is our 3rd week of we have actually gone live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So she is actually watching us through YouTube. This is the first comment that we've had through our YouTube channel. So thank you so much, Savannah, I hope you have subscribed and you're able to look at all of the other episodes that we have hosted here on the Sip and Chat. So tell us, you have an amazing catalog. Where did this journey start with you with your writing?
Wow. Well, I was writing all my life anyway. And so one day I said, I'm going to write a book and try to publish it. Because I had wrote some poetry and, a couple other like short stories, but got discouraged with the publishing business. So when self-publishing and publishing opened up to the world, I said, well, let me see what I can do with this. And I happened to be on Facebook, and somebody was like, we're looking for writers, for authors, and the first 3, chapters. And so I did. And so then my journey went from there. So when I first published, I had a publisher. I was underneath a publisher.
Okay.
With a Toxic Love Affair series. So I owed them the 3 books. Then I was originally going to sign with another publisher for Commandments of a Female Hustler. But they wanted me to change the book cover, change some of the characters, and I wasn't having it. Because as an author, you grow to these characters.
Right.
It's like, no, my Lala is Lala. I wasn't willing to change names or things. I had already put my book cover out there. So my book cover, people were already looking for this book to come out. They wanted me to change the book cover. So that's how I got into self-publishing. I said, you know what, I'm
Mm,
going to do it myself because it's my creativity, and I wasn't willing to change anything. I did it
totally understand. I've heard that has been the growing story with everyone that I've interviewed thus far that had to make that decision of shopping their book at a publishing company and then realizing that all of everything they wanted them to do is now no longer their book. They don't even recognize their story anymore because of the changes that they've had. And that's why a lot of them have decided to go the self-publishing route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I did it.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of so back in November, you were part of the Legacy BookBar Book Summit. And that was one of the things, it was 13 authors, and then we had the 4 publishers. And that was everyone kept saying the same thing. And then at the end, we had just the publishers talk. And I was very surprised of the number of comments from authors that wasn't aware of the how, the why, the what's, the how comes of the publishing world. So that was one of the reasons those publishers and myself decided to co-host and do a publishing webinar so people can understand and really learn their business. I tell anybody, I can never tell anybody how to make your coins. You do that the best way you know how, but be informed on how you're going to get them coins. And I think that was one of the good reasons why we decided to do the webinar. So now you have a solo publishing house, a self-publishing company, and a traditional publishing company. Because, some people don't want to do the marketing for their books. They don't. It's like they want to self-publish, but the perks of traditional publishing, and they don't. Well, why didn't you do this? And how come my book's not doing that? Because that comes with the traditional publishing. And if that's not your forte, now now I have this book and I don't know how to market. Now, do I take a marketing class? What do I do now? Yeah. And I feel like if authors are made aware of this information prior to putting out their books, then they can make that decision and that flip of a coin of, you know what, that makes sense. Now I'm going to go this way. You know what, marketing and social media, that's not my thing. I just want to post funny memes all day. I don't want to post social media for work because as you know, we have 2 pages in this business. You got your personal page that you can just post whatever you want. And then you got your professional page, and keeping up with that professional page is a job.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And people need to what's the best software? How often should you post? Color schemes. Do you have a color scheme? All of those things when you're just thinking, oh, it's social media. Oh, I'll just post. No, not really. It's so much more than, oh, I'll just post. But you have to know your market, and you have to know what it is you're getting into. Are you getting in this because you just want to get the characters out of your head? Right. I just want to write. Or are you looking at it because you want to be the next Stephen King, Toni Morrison? What do you want to do with your story?
Exactly.
I think some authors, I've noticed this. You tell me if you have come across them. Authors release their book and they immediately think they're going to be Toni Morrison.
Well, I did.
Really?
I was that author. When The Toxic Love Affair came out, I was like, no.
Well, I must admit, as you know, I read all of my authors' books. And I thought that book for that to be your first book. I was like, nah, I'm missing something. There's got to be something before that hidden in a vault somewhere. It's no way she released this as that first book. No way. Then I was like, let me read the second one. Let me read. What in the world? No way. Definitely top-notch urban fiction. That was really, really good for you.
Thank you.
You are definitely on your way in the urban fiction world of being that Toni Morrison.
Thank you.
your books are coming out like Toxic Love Affair. And because I sell them, I know that they are. So that's truthful for me.
But I did. I was naive to the business end of it too. So I didn't realize that. Yeah, I'm still, even though I have this publisher, I still have to do some marketing, and I have to do that. And then I ended up being number 24 on the top 100.
Yes. Hand
So then I
claps.
really was like, "Where's this check at?" You know.
That is always the next question. Okay. Wait, are you still with me? Oh, I think you froze with us. She'll be back. So we'll again, everyone, you know, this whole virtual world, everything is super crazy, and sometimes we have glitches. So just bear with me. Stacey will be right back. She might have to come out and come back in, and we'll still be here because we have time, and this is what we do. Friday nights, we have the sip, we have the chat, and we just hang out. So we'll give Stacey a time to figure out what's going on her end. But everyone knows that every time you watch the episode, when I have my authors on, I always showcase their books. And I have Commandments of a Female Hustler here. So this is a 2-book series with her. Oh, I just got a comment that says she's gone. Okay, it just went off on my end. She'll be back. She can hop back on. So just give it a few minutes. We have a lot to talk about today. So just hang out with me. Thank you so much, Savannah, Jesse, and Karen for hanging with us. Hopefully you guys are sharing on your social media pages so people can hear what Stacey and I have to say, because we have a lot of information to share, and you never know who might be needing to hear our story. So for those that don't know me, Menina, I am the owner of Legacy BookBar, and my business is an online bookstore that caters to Black self-published authors. Savannah, that is a 3-book series? Oh, me and Stacey going to have to talk because I really think I only have books 1 and 2. So we're going to have to get on that, make sure we get book 3 ASAP. Thank you so much for letting me know. So as I was saying, we are a Black online bookstore. We cater to Black self-published authors. We're not exclusive, but we do cater to them. As an avid reader, I realized that it was very hard for me to go into stores to find books that looked like me on the cover, that represented me in a positive manner. I love books. That has been probably why I did not get into so much trouble in high school, because my nose was always stuck in a book. So I said, this can't be life. So, you know, you hit that certain age and you say, when that time I hit 40, I am not going to be working for someone else. So what are you going to do? What's going to make a difference? What's going to make you happy? And I realized it was a bookstore. And I said, that was a great idea. Hey, Stacey. So I'm just letting everyone know why you were gone, just kind of giving them a run through on why I created Legacy BookBar. We'll come back and tell the story because we want them to stay and hear everything, because tonight is about you. So back to you. So Savannah just let me know that Commandments of a Female Hustler was 3 books. I'm pretty sure I only read 2. It's 3 books?
You don't have part 3?
I definitely
don't tell me I didn't give you part 3.
I definitely think I only read 2 books.
Oh, I'll make sure you get part 3 this week. Yeah, the finale.
This is my face of a person that did not realize it was 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll definitely make sure you get part 3 this week.
Okay, so you have already purchased books 1 and 2. You're gonna want to hang out for a couple of weeks so we can get Stacey to send us book 3. And the good thing, we don't have to use the post office because we live in the same city. So
that's right.
We're from Baltimore. We don't have to use the post office. We just drive up and down Northern Parkway. This is our life right now.
That's it.
That's how I get my books delivered. I love my authors. I'm about it. So I was showing everyone that. So here's book 1.
Yeah.
Waiting for this. So I have book 1 and book 2. I have 1 through 5 of the New Haven series. 1 and 2 of Love Don't Love Me.
Yeah.
1 to 3 of Toxic Love Affair.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off of memory without looking at the website. I think that's what I had. But I definitely know I only read books 1 and 2. Okay. Y'all heard that. You heard what she said, right? We'll roll the clip back. She's going to send us book 3.
Yeah. I am.
So,
definitely.
So, how did you like the reviews and customer response from Toxic Love Affair?
I did. I for the most part, they were all pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't have no real. I didn't get no real bad reviews.
Okay, that's good.
They were respectful, and then I took what everybody had to say, to her. I took it all in. Yeah.
I know a lot of the authors said that releasing their books after each book, they had to get thick skin because some of the comments and reviews that they weren't, I guess, what they thought really constructive criticism. So I'm glad to hear that you weren't a part of the some authors that just had unnecessarily bad reviews.
I had one or two, but it wasn't. It didn't really affect me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I read what she had to say, and I was like, okay, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's not going to like your work. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different things. You're not going to get everybody. That's just like everybody's not going to like you as a person.
Sure.
No matter how good you think you are, or just just people have their own opinions.
That's true. So what are some of your marketing resources that you use to promote your book?
Well, I was using me. I did use. At one point I had a couple of people that I found on Facebook that was promoting the book, but I really wasn't getting anywhere with them. And I hired an outside marketing firm.
Oh, okay.
Some marketing for me, and I actually just recently I had to let them go because they weren't producing. Because I already know I'm not a salesperson. I'm not going to sit there and market myself. That's just not what I do. So I actually have to have somebody doing the marketing.
Gotcha.
So I'm looking, but most of my sales came through word of mouth. And I have a nice little base of readers that whatever I put out, they're gonna read.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have my regulars, but I still need to reach more readers.
Gotcha. So quick plug. I know someone that does a media company that does social media posting for authors. She taught me. I do mine for Legacy, but she taught me the ins and outs. They are really, really good. She's actually one of the publishers that's going to help with the webinar. They do a really, really good job. I actually took her class for social media marketing, and it was really detailed and really, really good.
Okay.
And if that's not something that you want to do on your own, she has another separate where you can talk to her, and then they can on a contract do it for you on a quarterly basis. It is really good. She has a lot of clients, and some of her clients I even know. And when I see their Instagram, I'm like, I know who did that.
Okay.
Because it's a small world, but it makes the world turns, and it's really, really good. I will actually put the website in the comments. So if anyone is listening and needs some help with social media posting and how the whys, the whats, check out that website I just put in and tell them that Menina from Legacy BookBar sent you.
Okay. I'll definitely do that because I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking.
Okay.
Because I haven't even really I haven't been posting much, much about my books, which I need to be doing that. That has
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah, I have definitely learned that especially in this day and age, social media is key for everything.
Everything.
Something as simple as a video, as a hashtag, a flyer can go viral so fast.
Exactly.
And you got to be ready, but unfortunately, it's kind of like the lottery. You got to post every day in hopes
Every
that
day.
something that you post is gonna catch on.
Uh-huh.
But it's amazing. If you're using social media for good. People always say,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, I hate social media." You're not using it properly because there's nothing about social media that you should absolutely hate if you're using it properly. So you just gotta just Karen said networking. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. There's you cannot, and first off, in any business, if you're a business owner, you have to network. If you know somebody that knows somebody that can help and they can keep the world turning, you absolutely have to network. And
definitely.
And and then for Black females, we already have a target on our back. So if you can pass some knowledge on to one sister to the next sister, do it all the time. That's just the way the world works. So
yeah, I mean, so many connections through social media.
Absolutely.
It's definitely been a blessing for me. It has not been a curse. Like you said, you're using it properly.
Yeah. So
inbox, so much information out there. Yeah.
You will be surprised. I think I found you on social media.
I think
a while. So you've been with me. Are we high-fiving a year? Almost?
Yeah.
I think we're high-fiving a year. Yeah. And I think it was either Facebook or Instagram. And now look at us now. I finally did numbers. And I want to say if you're not over 20, you definitely are high-fiving 20 books sold with me for 2020.
Okay.
So for in midst of a global pandemic, we were able to get out, what I was able to get out. You are at either, if you're not over, like I said, you're definitely high-fiving it. And now again, hopefully this pandemic will start to clear up a little bit.
I hope so.
Back to some of these book expos, I can get out a little bit more. But I mean, that's really good for a year's worth of work. Of course, we every year we're going to try to outdo the year before, match it or go over. But first year in the business and first year with author, letting Facebook and Instagram be your friend can get you 20 books plus sold. So keep that in mind as we're sharing the news, sharing the podcast to your friends, and be like, look, my girl sold about 20 books in a year. With, an independent bookstore, let that be your friend.
Absolutely.
And then with more books, and one thing I do love about your books is that they're series, which makes people like, wait, but you're only here once or twice a month. So I might as well get all 3 books while I'm here. And I get that so much with your books. Like, well, I was only going to buy 1 book to support, but this is a series. And if this book is really good, I'm going to want to get the next book. And I read fast. Well, it sounds like you got to get both books there, Sugarfoot. And then they're like, oh, well, okay, come on. I'll just get both books. So I love that. I love the series with your books. all of your books right now seem to be in urban fiction. Is that your go-to genre, or do you find yourself going to branch into another genre?
Because I think, no, I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Maybe go more on the romance side. Well, my
Okay.
books are kind of romance, so. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm going to stay where I'm at. Like, I can't see myself writing a sci-fi book or.
Okay.
It's not me. Or any type of horror or no.
Right.
I'm
You're gonna stick
staying
with urban.
staying in my lane.
Understood. Understood. Well, guys, we have quite a good selection of series. So if you have a book that you haven't gotten yet, if you want to try out a new urban fiction author, you definitely know Stacey Fenner is on deck here at Legacy Book Bar. And then hopefully the next couple of weeks we'll be getting book 3
Oh
of
yeah, definitely. I have
Commandments
3
of
in hand, so I'm gonna make sure you get 3.
Good. And as you know, starting next weekend, I'll be back at White Marsh Mall. So if you're listening to this broadcast and you're in the DMV area, you're going to want to meet me out White Marsh Mall next Saturday. You'll be able to get at least books 1 and 2. You will definitely be able to get a New Haven series and a Toxic Love Affair. So you have plenty of opportunities. But hey, but if you can't get out there because maybe you're not in our state or you have something else to do, that website is scrolling across the bottom of the page. So at www.legacybookbar.com, you can use the hashtag pop-up and get 10% off tonight if you purchase one of Stacey's books. And because it's a series, you're going to have to get the whole series anyway. So you might as well put 1, 2, and 3 in your shopping cart and get 10% off your total today. So make sure you do that today, guys, and make sure you're sharing this broadcast and telling all of your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, Miss Stacey, we have some aspiring authors. They don't know what genre to get into yet. What would you tell them? What advice would you give the next author?
They gotta find out. You gotta find your niche, what you love. What do you love? Like where does your passion lie? You definitely need to start there to figure that part out, and then you can go from there. And it's okay because there's plenty of authors that do your erotica or or like I said, the sci-fi or they're just around it. Start somewhere where your passion lies. What story? What's your message? Because I always have a message in my books.
Right.
Always a message that I'm trying to portray. So I think that's where they need to start with, and they'll know because the story's just gonna flow and flow and flow. You're not gonna stop writing, and you can't wait to get up to finish writing, and you'll be writing when you get up, when you go to bed.
Are you one of those authors that have like a pad and a piece of paper on their nightstand just in case a thought comes to them at night and you don't want to forget about it?
My phone.
Gotcha.
My phone and put my little notes in it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I get that a lot. One author says she has Post-it notes everywhere because she could be in the kitchen. She's in her car. She's like, I have Post-it notes. She's like, I buy them in bulk because you never know what thought might come, and God forbid they don't write it down and they forget. It drives them nuts. So,
oh yeah, it will. That's why I learned to keep my phone next to me because when I wake up, I forgot. I'll be like,
gotcha.
I forgot. No, I'd be like, this is not good. And then I'm sitting there pondering, trying to remember. So this way, my phone's always next to my bed, so I just grab it,
Gotcha notes,
and go back to bed. When I wake up, I'll be like, okay, what did I remember? Because I always tell people I had writer's block, and I was trying to finish and I was driving. I forgot where I was going, but I'm driving down Perrin Parkway.
Oh.
And it came to me. I immediately pulled over. I'm sitting on the side of Perrin Parkway
Mm-hmm.
My cell phone. I found.
Wow.
I was like,
Wow.
oh, I can't wait to get home. I went home that night and finished because I was stuck.
Nice.
I knew what I wanted to, how I wanted to end it, but it
Uh-huh.
wasn't flowing right. And I kept saying something was missing, and I just could not get it. I had that writer's block, and it came to me
Mm.
when I was driving. I said, "Oh,
Were you listening to a particular song that just hit for you, or just it clicked?
it just went. It just clicked in my head. This is what you need to
Okay.
do."
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh my god!"
So
Because
you
I
brought up
always get
something.
stuck on my last book when I'm ending my series. I
Mm-hmm.
always get stuck.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My finale. I'm stuck right now on Love Don't Love Me. That's why it's not out yet.
For book 3.
Book 3.
So all of your series are in, well, clearly not New Haven, because I think that's like 5. But all of your other series, are they always, you try to cap them off at 3?
I tried to. I tried
Okay.
to. Yeah.
Well, what I'm curious, why did you do 5 books for New Haven?
I couldn't end that one. It was so I, I could not. Especially because I'm born and raised in New Haven. I
Mm.
had everybody in my ear. Please don't end this. Please don't end this. You
Oh.
gotta write another one. So I got the 5. I was like, that's it. Do you know they are still asking me? I said I ended it at 5. They like, no, you can pick it back up though. You can do this. I said, y'all not tired of New England Ratchet business? They are not tired of it. They want me to do another one or a spinoff. I said
But
maybe
you know
somewhere in the
what?
near future.
It's not a bad idea. I have a few authors that I read as a fan. She, in one series, it's 53 books. Now she's been writing
Wow.
this series probably a decade at this point, right?
Wow.
She's on book 53.
Wow.
And in the series, it's probably been about 5 years in the book series. But in terms of real life, it's been about a decade.
Wow.
Still on the bestsellers list at 53 books. So, as a fan, it's okay if the series is still popular and the fans are still clamoring for it. There are some authors that still do that. Our more popular Black authors like Brenda Jackson, she's got to be at 40 because the siblings had a story, then the older kids, then the siblings' kids had a story.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, the Cole series gotta be at least 40 over, and I've been reading her book since I was 15. So
wow.
It can
happen. I know.
So
I had a couple of people ask me that about the commandments, and I'm like, I ended it. And they're like, no, but Binky had a baby. We want to know what happened.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Amazing crossover with New Haven and the Commandments, and they all meet up together.
They meet up together. Yeah.
That's a whole series, another series by itself. You heard it here, people. Putting the bug in her ear today.
That's true.
Putting the bug in her ear. Exactly. It's gonna be like, what? I never would have thunk it. It can happen. It can happen, definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
So I know you said you don't use social media. So I know I've sent so for those that follow the page, I know we're gonna help Stacey out with her social media. So I have some media kits that I've sent to all of the authors, and they're really, really nice. And her books, and you can pass these out all through social media, share them with your friends, and just let them know that her books are popping. They're at independent bookstores, as well as on Amazon. And actually, you know what? just remembered you have a book club on deck coming up in my notebook. I need to check with you. You do. I'm just trying to figure out which. So I know I want you to do July. No, I was taking July off because it's my birthday, and I'm that one that don't work the entire month of their birthday because that's what we do here.
Okay.
But no, I think August, bringing it back together. What book? I'm going to let you pick because I normally pick for the authors. But which book do you want to do for your August book club of the month?
It's going to be Between the Commandments and Love Don't. Because I know Love Don't Love Me. I know I'll have part 3 out by then. Like I said, that should be out by the end of the month, beginning of the month.
Okay.
Commandments. I'm doing my premiere party on June 12th. Okay. I'm showing the first 3 episodes, which this is what I've really been working hard on, is the filming.
Okay.
Yeah, season 1 of Commandments. So I don't know, because that might be a good look too. So either one you choose. Between them two.
Okay. So let's see. If you're gonna do August, then we'll do the Commandment series, since that's gonna bring you have your episodes coming out in June. We'll do some promos in July for you, and then in August we'll do book of the month for you, and then we will do book 1 for you. So if you're following Stacey, you're following me. You heard it here. This is the first time this has ever happened. We let the author pick their book for book of the month. Now, why did it happen today? Because she has a lot of books, and because I like to I'm a rebel. I like to switch it up a little bit. So we had her pick, and we are going to do Commandments of a Female Hustler. We're going to do book 1. Now, if it's anything like author A.A. Lewis had when we had her book of the month last year, she has a 3-book series. We were focused on book 1, but so many of us had read books 1 through 3, but a couple of people haven't. So we could only talk about book 1 because we didn't want to give it away what happened in books 2 and 3, because as soon as 1 ended, the second and the third picked right back up. So I think we're all going to have to read books 1 through 3, because I'm pretty sure your family and friends that are more than welcome to come are going to want to talk about the whole book. I have learned my lesson. And actually, I have to give author Lewis, A.A. Lewis, she actually gets, her fans have been emailing and texting about, when am I going to do a book club for all 3 of her books? Because they got some questions they want to ask her, because that was a really good book of the month. So, hey, this is what we do here, right? We have fun. We talk about books. We sip and we chat. So for anyone that has not been a part of our book of the months, we host them virtually. And what's a little bit different about our book of the months is we discuss them virtually and with the author present on the calls. So you can just go right to the website. You'll be able to RSVP. It's a link. And Stacey, or whoever the guest of the month is, with myself and anyone else who's either purchased the book or family and friends, we really get to get deep into the book. We ask questions. I see that Stacey, her signal might be out a little bit. As you know, if you're on this side of the world, it could be some ice on our power lines and it's just not a good connection. But Stacey will be right back with us. So just hold a minute with us and then she'll come right back. So as I was saying about the virtual book clubs of the months, we have a lot of fun here. I'm on the call, the author's on the call, family and friends are on the calls. Anyone that has purchased the books are on the call, and we have a lot of fun. It's always the 3rd Saturday of the month, and it is a lot of fun. So you can kind of look on our websites or look on Legacy BookBar social media and kind of see what books have been prior and kind of get a gauge on what's been happening. And then again, you might find a book that you like and you're like, you know what? that book cover looks interesting. Let me purchase the book. And then now that way you have supported a Black-owned business and more than likely a self-published author, because that is why we're here. Support, keep the Black dollars as much as we can into the community. And if you are like me, you just like to read books. So this is how we find the new and amazing authors is you go out, take that leap of faith, and you go purchase the book. And if you didn't know, on Legacy BookBar, you can actually leave a review. Authors are made aware of the reviews as they come in. Why not? So it's really cool. Like I say, it's a lot happening with Legacy BookBar. I'm trying to make it as much fun, as entertaining, and more family oriented amongst our authors. So you want to be a part of the family. You want to see what new books are coming out. You are definitely going to want to make sure that you are subscribing to all of our social media pages, as well as YouTube, and as well as listening to the Sip and Chats, because hey, new information is coming out daily. We just picked our August book of the month. Who knew? So, and we just found out that our book of the month is a 3-book series, and we are getting ready to get that in a couple of weeks. So we got a lot of goodies. It was a lot of goodies in this call today, guys. So I hope you are paying attention. And we did some networking today. So if you are looking for some social media coaching, some branding, you're going to want to check out 13. For some reason, I want to say this 13 Chambers Media, but don't kill me. But now I'm having a writer's block if I put that website in right. But again, if you're looking for it, send me a DM and I'll make sure that you guys have the right website. But trust me, I know they're really good, because they helped me. So, and I'm still here after a year. So we're on the right path. But yes. So what's the newest book I know you said book 3 is coming out soon. Is there another book that is in the works?
Yes.
What's that?
Functional Souls.
Ooh. Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's an attention grabber.
I can't wait.
Well, I can't wait for that one.
It's coming.
Okay. And one thing I've also told my other authors that have signed with Legacy BookBar is that I am actually in search of and seeking out a lady that is going to help me do virtual book releases. So hopefully by time I get all that information, we will be able to do that for your books this year, as well as any of the other authors that are already with us or incoming, and we can do some book releases. So that is going to be a lot of fun, because unfortunately everything is virtual because of COVID. So I want you to be on the lookout for some of that COVID. But you know what? The one good thing, if there is a good thing about COVID, it has made everyone slow down, take a stock of the importance of, family, their lives, getting people back into writing their stories, being appreciative of online shopping and not having to go out as much. And it's been probably the smallest blessing amongst all of this craziness. But I like the togetherness, the networking. I know one of the comments said networking earlier, but this has really banded a lot of authors, publishers, and other Black-owned businesses. It's really banded us together. And, you need something? Oh, I got this. I know somebody. Let me send you this. And who can help me with this? And I have gotten so much. I found photographers. I found authors. I found publishers. And just on social media. So it's been one of the smallest, kind of good things about it is people are realizing, like, wow, what do we do if we're going to be in the house again for another year? How do we still make this world turn and not be so much about, well, I got mine, you better get yours? no, we in this
Yeah.
pandemic grind together. We all got to help each other.
Yeah.
But that's probably the one thing I have noticed more so, being in the house and keeping my eye on what's been
But you
happening with
know,
social media.
what I noticed?
Mm.
It helped people tap into their creativity.
Yes.
You got people coming out the woodworks. They are using their gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm most grateful for. Because you have
Mm-hmm.
so many people by them being home, sitting in the house doing nothing. It,
Mm-hmm.
by them sitting still, it kind of helped them.
Yeah.
And so now you see people coming out, even when it came down to the mask, people
Mm-hmm.
making the mask. Well, I can sew, so I know I can make some masks and just
Mm-hmm.
different people were using their gifts.
Yep.
And I really love that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't recall how many masks, t-shirts,
Yeah.
hoodies, lip glosses I
Yeah.
have purchased. And it's like, oh, you started a business, bet. Let me go support. Let me get this t-shirt from you. Let me get this
Yeah.
t-shirt over here from you.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
have a friend of mine that does all of my pillows and my totes. And
Mhm.
that's not a lane I particularly want to get into right now. So it's like, you
Right.
know what? I'm gonna support her over here and get all my custom pillows and send my orders when I'm ready. And you
Yeah.
can say, and I say, look at it this way. You can say, I got my own business. I'm a business owner, but I am also
Mhm.
supplying merchandise to in bulk to another Black owned business.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. Turn that wheel, and
Yeah.
that's
Circulating money, our black dollar.
mm-hmm. There's so much money in the Black community. We just got to figure out how to make sure it's going in the right direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
we're getting there, and I think that's probably the third good thing that has been about the pandemic
Yeah.
is that right there.
Yeah.
100%. So
Mhm.
you guys have been with us almost an hour. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
You've
Thank
gotten some
you.
amazing information.
Mhm.
Book of the month coming in August. We got a new
Hey.
book coming out with a fire title. We get
Yeah.
ready to get book 3 of The Commandments of a Female Hustler. So this was an amazing, amazing episode. So many gifts
Mhm.
and goodies today. So, Stacey, I want to leave you with one last question.
Okay.
So, it is 25 years down the line. You have released series after series in the urban fiction genre. You have now turned into the Toni Morrison of urban fiction. You look back, you look over your series, you look at your life, and you have to ask yourself, what did I want my legacy to be? Answer that question for me.
What do I want my legacy to be? Ah, that I was a number one author.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I have to say that, and just so that my children and my grandson can see that I lived out my dream. So
Mm.
I have no regrets. I always wanted to write. I finally did it. I did it, and once I started, mommy didn't start. I did not stop. So I will
Oh,
never be one of them authors that's retiring. I will never retire from writing. I will continue to write until the day I'm gone.
and knock on wood, not anytime too soon.
Oh no, no, no.
Your gift is too amazing. We can't let you go right now.
Thank
Not
you.
at all. Well,
Yeah.
that was an amazing answer. Thank you so much, Stacey, for being here. Everyone that is listening, The Commandments of a Female Hustlers, books 1 and 2, and coming soon, book 3. We have Toxic Love Affair, books 1, 2, and 3, and The New Haven Ratchet Business, books 1 through 5, are currently being sold at www.legacybookbar.com. If you don't have any of these books, you are more than welcome to purchase today on our website and use that hashtag pop up and get 10% off tonight. If this is your first time with us, we are here every Friday night, 9 o'clock at Eastern Standard Time. And every week I interview a Black author in multitudes of genres, and I just want to hear their story. And they have some amazing stories to be told. So you want to make sure that you are here every night on Facebook Live and YouTube and hear that story. Next week, I'll have the amazing author, Geraldine Taylor of Pretty Girl Blues. You're going to want to hear her story next week. So as I was telling you a little earlier, we have some amazing events coming up. I'm just in utter amazement that I have a wonderful team that answers all of my business questions and does not think I am crazy to come up with these ideas. So as you know, the next few weeks, I'll be back at White Marsh Mall doing our pop-up shops. So any of the books that you see on our website, as well as Miss Stacey Fenner's, you will be able to purchase those at the pop-ups. April 3rd is our amazing event because April is going to be a poppin' month. So April the 3rd, we have Discovering Your Publishing Path. This event is for aspiring and established authors. If you are just trying to figure out what your place is in the publishing world, this is an event that you want to be. I will be the host, and I have Amanda Chambers with Divine Legacy Publishing. I have Indy Jones with Kumba Publishing, and I have Nicole Kurtz with Mocha Memoirs Press. Now, these three ladies are uber talented. They write in sci-fi fantasy, they write in horror, they write in erotica romance, yet they each own their own publishing company. So they know both sides of the coin. So you are going to want to register for this event. It is $75, yet you are going to get some amazing, amazing swag gifts, as well as the knowledge that's going to come from these three amazing ladies. So, of course, you're going to get a virtual workbook that you'll be able to take notes in and get all of your information from. You also will be able to get, Kumba Press is doing book covers for the first 5 participants that sign up. We have Mocha Memoirs Press that's editing the first 500 words of your book for free. And also we have writing coaching also for the first, I'm not sure if hers is the first 5, but writing coaching. So if you are someone that you got a book, but you're not 100% sure, this is something that you are going to want to be a part of. And you guys had some burning, really good questions at the Legacy BookBar Book Summit in November. So you are going to want to make sure that you are there for this event. April 30th, open mic night is going to be amazing. It's our first ever event for poetry. So if you are a poet, you do spoken word, you are going to want to sign up. I believe I have 2 slots left. So if you want to sign up, you want to do so today, and you're going to email me at legacybookbar@gmail.com. Email me with the header open mic night and get on the list and fill up those last 2 slots. Again, as soon as I get those last 2 slots filled out, more information will come to all of the participants that have signed up. May, I have Malachi Bailey. You saw him earlier on our Sip and Chat a few months ago. We're going to talk about his book, Her. And then June, huge, 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 huge. Everyone knows that I am an absolute fan favorite of the wonderful, talented, best-selling author, Miss Beverly Jenkins. Miss Beverly Jenkins is going to grace us on June 26th with her presence at the virtual book of the month. So that book of the month, we are going to talk about Bring On the Blessings, book 1, that us and her fan group call Bob. So if you are a fan of Beverly Jenkins, you do not have that particular book in that amazing 10-book series, You are going to want to get that book. You can purchase that at legacybookbar.com. You're going to want to RSVP to that because Legacy Book Bar is going to host Beverly Jenkins. Hashtag drum rolls, fireworks, everything. This is huge. So when I tell you the first 6 months of Legacy Book Bar will be popping, no lies are being told today. So make sure you follow us again on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on YouTube. And just see all the amazing things that are happening. See our amazing authors. Make sure you share this broadcast. Make sure you purchase a book because, fun fact of Legacy Book Bar, Black owned, female, 75% or more of the authors signed to Legacy Book Bar are self-published. We are affiliated with 3 female Black-owned publishing companies. Where are you going to get all of this Black girl magic? Where are you going to get all of this melanin power? None other than Legacy Book Bar. So you want to make sure that you are following us. I will see all of you amazing, amazing, beautiful people next Friday night right here on Facebook Live and YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a nice night, and thank you so much, Stacey, for joining us on the Sip and Chat.
Thanks,
guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.